Hello, my name is Jesus Contreras. For week 3 assignment, we have to record a video, answer 2 questions related with sets. So the first question said, describe how you would write a function to find the intersection of 2 sets. Your solution should not use the Boolean intersection method. So in this question, I think that the best approach is going to be to use 2 loops. The first loop, okay, but one loop will be outside of the other. So the big O performance will be O to N on this approach. What I will do, the first thing that I will do, it will be I will make a loop to iterate between both sets, and in that loop it will be the times of the loop that it will take to end. The times of iteration will be the length of one of the loops, of one of the sets. I think that the best way to determine what will be the length, I will take the set that have largest values. The largest value, that is largest. The amount of values that have inside is largest. So I will iterate between in the loops with the 2 sets, and I will use the Boolean method contains. The Boolean method contains will help me to check the value of one of the sets. For example, the value number 1 on the first set, to see if the second set contains it. So if it contains, I will take that value to a variable, and then I will add it to another set. And in that case, when I take that value and add it to the other set, I will iterate between the 2 sets until I get all the intersections. After I get all the intersection, I will print out that to the console. In order to do that, I have to use another loop. The other loop, it will be to iterate between iterate inside of each value of the set that is on the new set. Of those values are going to be where the 2 sets that I mentioned before intersect. I will iterate between that set, inside that set, and I will print out all its values. So that's my approach to the first question. The second question said, describe how you would write a function to find the union of 2 sets. Your solution should not use the Boolean union method. In this case, I will use a for loop also, and I will make the approach with the first question of taking the length of the set that is the largest as my condition for my for loop. I will do in that way because inside of my loop I will print out both values for that index of the set. For that index of the set, I'm going to print out both values in the console using console write line. So it will be a case that maybe one of the set is largest, so I need to also print out that values that out of the range of the first set. So that's the reason why I'll use the set that is largest. But in order to do this, I haven't mentioned in the past question, I have to use a if condition. An if condition to see if the first set is largest than the second. I will put the first as my variable, that it will be like a counter, and if that's not the case, I will use the second one. So I think that that's the way of how to write the union of the 2 sets using a for loop, and then printing out all the values of both sets. On this case, the big O performance will be a big ON, because it will be OM because I'm going to use a for loop. That's the reason. Okay, and 3 test cases that I think that I will try to make sure to approach the different situations. The first one will be when one of the sets is largest than the other, to see if in the second question the union is printed out as I should. One of the tests also will be that all the values are different. So if they are different, it should print out a message that said that there is not any intersection between the two sets. In that case, I have to add a conditional on the second loop of printing out. If this new set is empty, if it doesn't have any value, then it will print out a message that said there is not any intersection between the two sets that were given. And the other case will be, the third case will be when the sets have intersections. So I think that that could be three cases of tests that will work with my answers to this exercise, to these two questions. So thank you. That's how I think that these problems could be solved, and that's it. Thank you.